Hey, Scarefest, this is Joe Lewis of Bonehead Weekly, and I want to ask Brandon Griffith for $11, about $10.75, because that's what I spent on this movie, watching it at the Regal during a matinee. Now, he's probably not going to give me $10.75, and that's okay. I didn't ask him for that in my contract, but he definitely can't give me my hour and 45 minutes back. We're going to talk about 2023's The Boogeyman. The trailer looked good. It's based on a short story by Stephen King. It's not got the worst ratings I've ever seen. Why did I dislike it so much then? His family, these two daughters, and their psychiatrist dad's mother has passed away. Some accident, doesn't really explain. They're going through a lot. And one day they go back to school. He drops them off. He has his psychiatry office at his house, and the guy shows up and starts telling him about the boogeyman that killed his three kids. And then he ends up committing suicide upstairs. And I've given away too much of the plot already. Basically, that's it. They're just plagued by some sort of sadistic creature that we don't really see because it's the boogeyman in the dark till towards the third act of the movie. And normally, I agree with that approach. I call it the Jaws approach. If you don't really see the shark until kind of the end of the movie, and once you do, it's like, that's the shark. Well, that's great if you're Steven Spielberg. And the only reason that Jaws worked out so well, Spielberg wanted to show the shark throughout the damn movie. The shark never worked. If any of you all know this, it's by accident. The creature looks cool towards the end when you finally see it and see kind of how it works. That being said, this movie's pretty bad. The opening sequence, probably, I don't believe in trigger warnings, probably should have a little bit of a trigger warning in it. It's rated PG-13, but I've gotten to be a little bit of a pansy, and it deals with the death of a child, the opening scene, and it's pretty effective. Past that, there's not a lot I can recommend here. In fact, most of these characters make really stupid decisions. Like, for example, get more lights. It doesn't like the light, which sounds like a movie that we've seen several times. Not included the 2005 Boogeyman. This movie's a little contrived, a little cliche, and I can't recommend it. I wouldn't go out of my way to watch this whatsoever, which really is kind of sad because I love the director's other work. His name's Rob Savage. And another reason why I wanted to see this is he directed a movie that I love that came out on Shudder during the pandemic, and it was shot during the pandemic. It's called Host, and it takes place basically on Zoom, and it's fantastic. If you have Shudder, I've done a review on it here before. I love it. It's about 50 some minutes, which is all it needs to be. This movie's an hour and 37 minutes, which is about 25 to 30 minutes too much. Normally, I try to look for some positives, and basically the creature at the end kind of looks cool. The little girl's okay. The dad reminds me of someone I used to work with. He's not present. He's got a cool beard. Hold on, it could be me. Wait, is it me? Are you into guts and gore? Not really. This movie's PG-13. Are you into scares? Not a ton. Are you into jump scares? A couple. And by the way, when it gets to the flames and the burning at the end, you see that coming a mile away. It's set up, not even just set up a little. It's like set up a lot. So should you see The Boogeyman in theaters? Oh man, I looked up the budget. According to what's listed as 35 million. I have no idea what they spent it on. I have no idea what they spent it on. I have no idea what they spent it on. I just can't recommend this, man. There's just not a lot that worked in this movie. 2023 is The Boogeyman. I couldn't recommend 2005's The Boogeyman either. This has been Joe Lewis, Bonehead Weekly. Don't watch The Boogeyman from 2023.